Hey everyone, Meteorologist Sabrina Bates here on your Monday, December 18th. Hope you all have had a great start to the week. Big thing that we're going to be talking about later on is going to be our rain chances. So those will start moving in Thursday into Friday and then also into next weekend too. So let me know if any of y'all have any questions with the forecast or anything like that, and I will try to get to that as well. For at least the next 24 hours, it is going to be cold for tonight. We're talking about temperatures falling into the 30s. By tomorrow afternoon, though, we should actually rebound pretty nicely. We'll be in the mid to upper 50s. Decent amount of sunshine. There'll be some clouds outside, but a big difference for tomorrow is actually going to be the winds. Much more windy outside. We're looking at winds, all throughout the afternoon around 20 miles an hour, gusting about 30 to 40. So going to be pretty breezy tomorrow on your Tuesday. For Wednesday as well, we are looking at pretty windy weather. We're going to be in the 60s, or right around 60 at least. So we're getting windy weather. We're seeing a few more clouds. That is all because of a weather system that'll be moving closer towards us. A short wave is what we would call it, and that'll be moving through Thursday into Friday. We have another short wave moving in over the weekend. So those two weather systems bring us, two different rounds of rain that we're going to be tracking. We'll walk through this here because I do think Thursday is going to be one of your rainy days, and then Sunday, Christmas Eve, yes, that is also going to be a pretty rainy day for us. So we're going to walk through our predictor here. Starting early on Thursday, we'll see that rain really start to move in. And by the time we get to the afternoon, I think most of us will be seeing that rain. It'll be moving west to east. So if you are in eastern Oklahoma, you'll see that rain a bit later in the day on Thursday. And if you're in western Oklahoma, you'll see that rain wrap up early Friday. But if you're in OKC, you still got that rain on Friday. And we'll get a brief break in the rain Friday evening into early Saturday before our next wave moves in. That's going to be the 23rd to the 24th. I know there's a lot of little time periods here. That second wave that moves in will be impacting us for Christmas Eve. This is as we go forward on predictor, late Saturday into early Sunday. And so if you have any Christmas Eve plans during the day, right? So during the day on Christmas Eve, that's where it'll be pretty rainy and soggy. I mentioned this too because, of course, so much holiday travel going on. I know Thursday and Friday are going to be really big travel days. Of course, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day too, if you're just going to be, staying around Oklahoma. And you'll see, though, at least with this second wave, the rain really tries to move out of here in time for Santa and then also on your Christmas morning on Monday. Now, pausing this here, Monday at 10 a.m., Christmas morning, if you are traveling to Missouri, Kansas, they are going to be seeing rain, and then western Kansas over into Colorado, that is where they'll be seeing a lot more snow, and a lot of snow actually up in the far northern plains too. So they're the ones getting the snow. We actually get some decently dry weather for the majority of Monday at least. Most of Monday should be pretty dry outside. So when we take a look at our travel forecast here, you could see really Christmas Eve, I think, is the only day where we will have bigger travel impacts on the roads. Now, Friday and Saturday, I know I said it's going to rain, but I think our overall travel impacts will be pretty low. We might have some wet spots on the roadways, but nothing too crazy. Christmas Eve, I think, is going to be the rainiest of these 4 days right here. I think Thursday is also going to be rainy. But Christmas Eve, it'll be more of a higher, medium impact day, higher than the other ones because a lot more heavy rain. It'll be, for a good portion of the day. And Christmas Eve is a day where a lot of people, I think, will also be traveling. When we take a look nationally of what we are looking at here from Saturday, Sunday, into Monday, because, again, so many people are going to be traveling for the holiday and everything. We are starting on Saturday, and this big weather system is actually going to be coming off the Rockies. And I think most of us, Saturday itself should be okay. You can see late Saturday night, some rain in Texas, western Oklahoma, snow over in the mountains to the west. But once we get into Sunday on Christmas Eve, once again, your bigger impact travel day, 10 a.m. Sunday, morning on Sunday, Christmas Eve, you're looking at that rain in Oklahoma and Texas, but also if you're traveling to Louisiana, over towards Kansas, Colorado, Wyoming, up towards Montana. And then as we go throughout your Sunday into the afternoon, we start to see it clear out of Oklahoma, but it pushes towards the east. So let's say you're going to be visiting family anywhere from Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas. They'll be seeing a lot of that heavy rain. Right now there is no severe weather risk, but you could still be hearing a few rumbles of thunder Saturday with this, and then also on Sunday as it pushes across the state. Overall, again, no severe weather, but again, could still hear some thunder outside. We go into our Monday on Christmas morning. Oklahoma staying pretty dry, but you're looking at Wisconsin, Minnesota, Illinois, over towards Tennessee. You're looking at the south now from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, all of them seeing a lot of rain. Texas will be dry if you're traveling there. Kansas still looking at rain. And white Christmas, some snow for our friends over in Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, and also South Dakota. And that's kind of the big picture here we're looking at. Really, Oklahoma, your bigger impact for travel in the state will be Christmas Eve. But if you're traveling elsewhere around the country on Christmas Day, or you're going to be somewhere else, that's when you could be seeing some travel impacts. Just not the best weather. So what we're seeing here, a dry start to the week for this week. We are seeing that rainy weather to end this week, and then Christmas Eve, we're also seeing that rain. I'm going to see if there's any questions regarding the forecast or anything. Saw a comment, how's it looking for Christmas next week? Hopefully that answered your question. Hello, everyone. Yes, hello. I see a lot of people saying hi. So obviously we're talking about a lot of rain chances, but when we actually take a look at,
Yes, sir.
let me move this down. We'll actually look at really the rest. Oh, there we go. Let me see if y'all can see this. So you're looking, man, it keeps moving around. Here we go. If you're looking at the right-hand side, the 8 to 14-day precipitation outlook, from December 26th to January 1st, it is actually looking slightly drier than normal. December to January, it is really dry as it is. So our rain over the next week, it's not like it's rare or anything, but it's, our rain for the month, essentially. We got some rain, though, of course, last week as well. But really the next week is going to be about it with the rain, because then we are right around the new year, it's going to be looking pretty dry. Another thing that really has been a trend for December is warmer than normal temperatures. So I think it's been most days, probably about 16-ish or so days, where we have seen temperatures at or above normal across Oklahoma. Really, that's the recording site for Oklahoma City that I'm referencing. And our temperatures for the rest of this week are in the 50s and the 60s. Average highs around 49 in OKC. And the week after Christmas, we eventually start to drop our temperatures just a bit. When we take a look at the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook here, again, last few days, right around the new year into January 1st, 2nd, we'll still see slightly warmer than normal chances. Slightly warmer than normal temperatures, rather, but it's not a really good chance. So I think by the time that we get to right around the new year, we'll see those temperatures starting to get more into the 40s, not necessarily the 50s and the 60s like we have been seeing. Yesterday we were in the mid 60s, and it is it's almost Christmas, right? To me, that doesn't feel like Christmas outside. I need more of that colder weather. But the rest of this year will be ending pretty warm, and ending the year pretty rainy. I think New Year's, right around that time, right before it, we will have another weather system, but right now it's not looking overly rainy, I guess, if that's a word. Jack, will we see snow after New Year's? Right now, the very beginning of the year is looking pretty warm for right now. So we'll have to see as we get farther into January and February what the weather trend is. But at some point, we got to get some major cold snap to move in, of course, right? Let me see if there's any other questions or comments. We have Monday Night Football on ABC. You might hear it and everything. The game is starting to get towards the end. So if there's any other questions, I'll try to get to them real quick. Seth, can we just have snow? I'm with you. I just want some snow too. I wasn't sure if y'all could hear them all and everything. They're watching the football game. That's funny with your comment, Jack. Brian, even severe risk possible over the weekend, asking about that. So the severe risk right now is not there. You could be hearing some rumbles of thunder, some brief gusty winds, small hail sort of thing, but nothing like an organized severe weather risk as we go into the weekend. Temperatures Saturday and Sunday were 60 into the 50s, so we'll have eventually a front moving in once we get into Sunday into Monday, but right now the severe risk, it's not there. We're not looking at it far out or anything, so no, there wouldn't be a tornado risk or anything. Usually as we get closer, of course today's Monday, right? So once we get to about Wednesday, Thursday, and of course on Friday, once we get to that point, we'll be better to fine-tune more that smaller risk. We're not looking at a real big risk over the weekend. Right now there is no risk. Snow, thunder, if only, right? So the temperatures through the next week are too warm to get any snow. You may have seen other meteorologists sort of talk about snow on social media, wherever, stuff like that. Y'all might hear them with the game over here. I'm sure you guys can. I forgot what I was saying and everything, but temperatures over the weekend are still going to be pretty warm, so we're not looking at any snow or anything like that. But like I said, no other, them screaming just made me totally lose my train of thought. I'll see if there are any other questions or anything before I hop off of here, because I think the game is about wrapping up. That's too funny. Once again, dry for the next few days, rain to end the week, and then once again rain for Christmas, but no snow. It is going to be too warm. You might have seen other meteorologists talk about snow, but we are not looking at snow here for the main body of the state. Maybe some snow in the Panhandle, and then for our snow over in Colorado and Kansas. Jack asking about any icons. Nope. Remember, like I said, it is still pretty far out. No organized severe risk or anything. Keep in mind those icons, if we put them this far out, that means it is an organized severe weather threat. It's only Monday. Usually, if it's a pretty low-end risk, we'll put them out about a day or two ahead of time. It's not something that we would put out this far in advance if it's just a very low-end risk. Like I said, I think this game pretty much may be wrapping up. I'm not entirely sure. So I'll wait a few more minutes for any other questions here while I still have a bit of time. We'll go through the rain again, through the timeline here. Starting on Thursday, rain will move into Oklahoma. Temperatures on Thursday going to be in the upper 50s. It's actually in the 50s much of the day because the morning's only going to be around 50. Rain continues throughout the day. Thursday's a pretty rainy day. Friday, depends on where you are, rain will start to wrap up. And then we get to Saturday, and then we get another wave. Our second wave moving in, and that Saturday rain will really be really continuing into much of Sunday. And that will be wrapping up by the time we get to Christmas. So we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll be dry across Oklahoma for Christmas. In the morning, there may be a few showers, but for the most part, most of us are going to be pretty quiet and pretty dry. For Christmas Day, that is. Until then, a lot of rain chances. All right, y'all. So I think I'm going to be hopping off of here to get ready for the news, since this game likely going to be wrapping up here at some point, right? So make sure that you tune into KOCO after Monday Night Football. We'll be hopping on more with the weather, the 5+5 day, pretty much breaking down our temperatures, those rain chances, and then also really those last few days of the year before the new year. You could also tune in to KOCO on your app as well. You could fire up the KOCO app and be able to watch the newscast there. Hope you'll have a great rest of your Monday. I will see you all over on TV. And if I don't, I'll see you back here tomorrow. Again, have a great rest of your Monday.